I'm Ashley Thompson with Sweet Tea Farm. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy salsa recipe. Now, there's nothing better in summer than fresh salsa made with ripe tomatoes. However, right now we're a little early in the season for those fresh ingredients, so I am going to show you a shortcut to use canned tomatoes. This salsa is still unbelievably delicious. I will have the link below for those of you who would like to make it at home. The first thing that you're going to need is a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes with the juice. Do not get rid of that juice. You're going to need 2 cans of Rotel with the green chilies. You can get the hotter, the mild, or just the original. I have original. You're going to need 1 chopped up clove of garlic. I'm going to use my organic minced garlic already, and 1 clove is equal to a half of a teaspoon. So I'm taking a shortcut today. You will need 1/4 of a teaspoon of each of the following: salt, garlic powder, cumin, and sugar. Don't leave out the sugar, adds just the right taste. Next, you're going to need half of a squeezed lime. If you don't have a lime, then you can use lime juice, and a half of a lime is equal to about 1 tablespoon of pure juice. You're also going to need cilantro. The recipe calls for ½ a cup. We really like the way cilantro tastes in this recipe, so we're going to add a really big ½ a cup. And lastly, you're going to need 1 jalapeno. I had to beg for this jalapeno because my bushes are not producing any quite yet, but my mom had 1 tiny little guy growing, so she picked it for me this morning. But I believe we're going to be starting to have some at the farmer's market in the next week or 2, so keep your eyes out. I have a very handy cutting glove. I like to use it whenever I am dicing, especially with a jalapeno. I'll hold it with this hand. It'll protect from getting cut, but also protect from those hot juices. So first I'm going to go ahead and dice up my jalapeno. I've washed it really well, and I'm going to even keep the inside membrane and seeds because we're only using 1 jalapeno, and that's what gives your salsa the heat. If you don't like it too hot, then scrape out the membrane on the inside and the seeds, discard them, and you'll have a milder salsa. Okay, once your jalapeno is diced up, you're going to start adding your ingredients into your food processor. I have a very simple food processor by Hamilton Beach. It's not fancy, but it is big, and for this recipe you are going to need at least a 12 cup is recommended because this is a lot of juice going into your food processor. So remember, you're just going to dump the whole can in there, juices and all. So you can see it is pretty full, but it's not to the maximum height there, so it's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put in the chopped up jalapenos. I'm going to add my garlic. And remember, you can tailor this to however you like your salsa. If you like a lot of garlic, then add extra garlic. It just depends on how you like it. Oh, I forgot to mention, it does recommend 1/4 cup of chopped onions, and we don't really like very many crunchy onions in the house, so I'm just using 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. It still gives that delicious onion taste without the funny crunch. Now, I know with my salt shaker, it's about 8 shakes for 1/2 teaspoon. It comes out really fast. So we're doing 1/4 teaspoon. I'm just gonna do about 4 or 5 shakes. Now I'm going to wash and cut my cilantro. I find the easiest way to deal with leafy herbs is to just cut them up into my measuring cup. And we are going to be blending this in the food processor, so I'm not worrying about getting it too extremely chopped up. And into the food processor it goes. Okay, so now some people like their salsa really blended like restaurant style, or you can just do a couple of pulses and get it still quite chunky if you like chunky salsa. We like it really blended, so I'm going to blender for quite some time. Oh, it looks perfect, y'all. And smells even more amazing. I'm looking for my spoon. Just make sure that you get all those whole tomatoes somewhat chopped up in there. Well, making salsa just really can't get any easier than this. Later in the season, I will post a fresh salsa recipe with farmers market tomatoes. Speaking of the farmers market, don't forget to visit us Thursday starting at 5 p.m. Wear your mask and sanitize your hands before you come. Last week we had some new vendors, and we are expecting more new vendors this week. We had someone selling masks if you are in need of a few more masks. We had someone with wood burning art. It was beautiful. And also fresh flower startings and some solo cups. They were so pretty. So don't forget, there's usually squash, peppers, and probably even some more produce this week. So I hope to see you there. And don't forget to make your salsa recipe. One more thing, I love my gloves so much, I use it all the time. I think that you would enjoy one too. If you want to check out the link below, it'll send you to these safety gloves. See you on Thursday.